Hello again, my name's Gabe Zolna. Well, what did I hear? What did I hear? Let me think. What did I hear? Oh, I know. I caught a little bit of Cavuto, and they were talking about the amount of money that's sort of missing under Hillary Rodham Clinton's watch. I think they determined that there's like $8 billion missing. Well, considering that a lot of money is going here, there, and everywhere, what's $8 billion, right? Here's something that might be of interest to you guys that are sort of tuned into this channel. You might not be aware of this, you might want to do your own research, but when Hillary ran against Barack Hussein and St. Obama, she ended up with a tab of $25 million. That's what she owed for her run for the Oval Office. Now, if she was earning, let's say $200,000, give or take a couple of $100,000, who cares, as Secretary of State, she would have paid back, if she gave every cent that she made, in 4 years, $800,000. That means she would have been shy $24,200,000. That's of her obligation that she owed. Now, at the same time, we find out that $8 billion is missing. Some went here, some went there, they don't know where it went. I'm not suggesting that she sort of had anything to do with that, but you have to sort of wonder, how did she pay off her debt? Huh? I mean, she didn't have a part-time job that I'm aware of. She was running around the world with Huma getting converted. You know what I mean? They were doing each other, and they were enjoying life. And they were setting the Middle East on fire. What more can you want, huh? But a question that has to be answered, and an audit that has to be taken, is how did that $25 million debt get paid? I don't know. Could it have something to do with that $8 billion? Could a little have gone here, a little have gone there? I don't know. But don't you think that we should know? And on Cavuto, they said that that shortfall is her responsibility, meaning that it was under her watch. You know? I mean, you can lose a couple of $100,000, but $8 billion, that's a lot of kitsura to lose, you know what I mean? Well, if it was under Obama, yeah, I could see that. That's easy for him to lose, you know what I mean? But not Hillary. But then again, you know what's going to happen if she does become the first? Well, no, there is a first. What is there? There's a president right now, and there's a transgender. So what do you call that? The first transgender? I don't know. But this isn't about Michael. This is about who? Hillary Rodham Clinton. Somebody's got to do an investigation in this, you know? Maybe we need a special committee for him. Do you think that John Boner would agree to that? I'm sort of inclined to think not, because he hasn't agreed to any special committee. And they say, the Rosen scandal, the IRS scandal, Benghazi scandal, Fast and Furious scandal. I'm running out of scandal. Actually, I'm not. There's a lot more. But he hasn't agreed to any, so I don't see him agreeing to this either. I think there's some monkey business going on here, huh? Well, I mean, what do you think? How the hell do you pay back $25 million if you're making $200,000 a year? I don't know. Maybe she got a raise that we don't know about. I mean, it is possible, you know what I mean? Maybe Barack Baby says, hey, you keep your mouth shut, you don't tell him I scammed the election, I'll look after this debt. Anything could have happened, but I think the American people need to know the truth for once. So what do you think? I told you what I think.